I'm going to show you this little picture, and some of you may have seen this already. The question is, which square is darker, A or B? Let's make it a little bit more easy. So, which square is darker, A or B? Now I'm going to ask you a little bit quickly because I have to really go fast today. Who says A is darker? Right? Okay. Who says B is darker? Nobody? Who says they are the same color? All right. Well, here's what happens if you move square A to square B. And then you see they are the same color. Now you can of course say, listen guy, you made that yourself, and I did. So you sneakily also changed the color while you moved that thing, right? So let's do it differently. Let's do it like this. And now you see they have the same color. And even now you will maybe see that the effect of the whole context around it says, no, they're not exactly the same color. So let's remove that. And then you can see they're exactly the same color. And I know absolutely certain because I created this myself, so it has absolutely the same RGB values. Now, this is called the checker shadow illusion. And the story of the checker shadow illusion is like this. A seems darker than B, but that isn't true because they actually have exactly the same color. The interesting thing is that it's not an illusion at all. So this is known as the checker shadow illusion, but it's not an illusion. What happens is, this is a fundamental characteristic of our brain, of our intelligence. What our brain tries to do constantly is try to find out what's the reality here. So the reality is that if we see something that is a shadow, we're going to subtract the shadow. And then we find out that if you remove that thing and there is no shadow, then B is really lighter than A. So the people who said B is lighter than A, they are right because your brain says that's reality.
That's why I don't know if you got it, I said B is on a white square.
Yeah, right. So that is your brain saying, what's the reality here, even if exactly the same color enters your retina. The fact that it's the same color is completely irrelevant to your brain. Now, interestingly, so we look deep. We are constantly calculating in that brain, constantly, quickly. So actually, realistic painters are really good at superficial looking. Right. These are known too. This was the dress from 5 years ago. Some people say they see blue and brown, others see white and gold. There is a little picture there which I made explicitly small. You see a red Coca-Cola can, but there's no red in the picture. Again, what happens here is that your brain says there is a cyan color over the entire picture. So it subtracts the cyan. And then it says, well, if I have subtracted the cyan, the color is red. So reality is red, right? You can do all those kind of things. Right. Number one, this was the prologue. Number one. We have the mountain of joy and the valley of despair.